Yep.
Jesus makes things. I call y'all. You can't take my life. I give it.
Yep.
I'll call legions of angels down here and wipe all this out.
Mm-hmm.
You can you imagine having that much power? And these people come against you for doing nothing?
Mm-hmm.
And you're not gonna call them? You're not gonna call the homies?
It's a lot of control.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna.
That's just not how they teach us too.
Yeah, we listen.
We gotta use all the bells and whistles to fight.
Life doesn't teach us that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Stand up for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Speak your mind. And I'm not saying not that, but what place does that come from?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Good. Yeah.
Because Jesus also flipped over tables,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and he also told the Pharisees, y'all your father the devil. Like he said some strong words to them,
Mm-hmm.
right? But where he said them from
Mm-hmm.
was meekness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about that the other day.
Get thee behind me, Satan.
Right. Get it behind you. Right. That's a strong statement. But he said it from a meek place is why it
place.
had so much power.
Mhm.
All
Yeah.
his miracles, all the power came out of the meekness.
Mm-hmm.
So what is meekness? I'm totally surrendered to God, and my
Mhm.
life is not my own.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Completely.
So we were talking the other day, and it was a good one. When we was we was coming back from camping,
Mm-hmm.
and it says a difference between asking God what to do and doing what God asks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we occupy ourselves so much with asking God, what do we do next? What do we do next?
Mm-hmm.
When in actuality, your submission, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Your submission eliminates the need for a question
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
True story.
because you no longer need to ask
Mhm.
because you are.
Yep.
And so now your decision making
Mm-hmm.
doesn't come from a place of ego or, all right, decision making, come from a place of ego or lifting yourself up or trying to prove that you're somebody or self-assertion or self-protection or self-preservation.
Mm-hmm.
It no longer comes from those places no more
Right.
because those are the dangerous places.
Mm-hmm.
And so now all my decisions come from a place of meekness,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And when they come from there, it is we're getting there, y'all.
Mhm.
We're getting there, right?
Mhm.
It's gonna take us a little bit. We're getting there. It's
Mhm.
unadulterated power.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not secondhand power anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's not God told me, so I'm saying it to you.
Mhm.
I'm saying it as God.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you don't see. This is
Mhm.
Redin30, ready?
Mm-hmm.
You don't see Jesus saying God told me.
No.
Right.
It's because it was so alive. Like
It's-
something is like live streaming.
There's no
You know what I'm
delay.
saying? Like
There's no delay. There's no delay. Yeah.
ain't-
There's
ain't
no lag. It's not
ain't no
buffering.
time for me to say he said something like
Ain't
a
got no
minute
time.
ago. It's
Right.
like it's happening at
That-
this moment.
No, like when I minister sometimes, I could tell the difference because people are conditioned a certain way.
Yep.
And so
Mhm.
like when I'm speaking sometimes, they take it, as me saying something, but then when I
Uh-huh.
say God said,
They-
they hey,
Right.
but it's the same voice.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
But they need that kind of buffer sometimes because of what the conditioning has been.
And they think he's somewhere else.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are they not relating? They don't
Mhm.
understand
Yeah, like-
who you are when you're saying that. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So they're not taking it
They're not
like
getting
it is, like
They're
it's
not
supposed to be taken.
They don't even see from a place of oneness.
Yeah.
I'm actually, y'all can tell when I'm on here time we talking in person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really be saying like God told me stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the concept, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. I feel it, but it's like I don't even do that because I don't want anything to take me away from my oneness.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I just didn't see Jesus do it.
That sucks.
You know what else?
Yeah.
When you're talking about
to be
people
taken
asking,
out like that, or just to have to take a step back or to step out of your oneness. For
Just
people
because y'all don't get it.
it.
Like y'all don't get it, so now I got it. Yeah, like it's almost like I don't talk. I like Jesus, like y'all not coming with me today. Hey, look, y'all get on the boat and just
Yeah,
go
y'all
cross.
go.
I'm gonna come on the wall. I'm gonna come walking. You know what I'm saying? It's almost
True
like I
story.
get it. Like I get it. I get it. I'm not saying I'm great
Mm-hmm.
to feel like that about somebody else.
Yeah. But you can understand. You can understand.
Yeah.
And you can relate.
Yeah, I can relate. You about to say something?
Go ahead, Nakia.
oh yeah. When you was talking about people asking so many questions,
Mm.
instead of just submitting, they want to ask so many questions. I feel like too, we ask so many questions to God, like, what do you want me to do? How do you want me to do it? It's because you're really so focused on having all the answers.
Yeah, it's
So-
you again.
Yeah.
It's
You're trying to be so pre-prepared so that you don't need God
It's you.
Mhm.
when you're actually doing
You're
it.
the-
So he
right.
ain't about to be.
No, he ain't about to
You
give
know
you
what I'm
no
saying?
answer to no test and let you go off and live it willy-nilly by
Right.
yourself.
You be like, give me all these answers so I can go and do all of this on my own. No.
Yeah. And then once again,
It's like a live situation. It happens and you don't have no pre-made decisions already done.
Mhm.
I know that not us, but I'm gonna use us. I know that you think that God has a call on your life, and you believe that God has a call on your life, and I believe God has a call on my life, and Darius and Danny and Maul and Trebre and Caleb and James, like we all think that God has a purpose for our lives,
Mhm.
but it's really not built like that. God has a purpose, and our lives are involved.
Mm-hmm.
And so because God has a purpose and our lives are involved, it is not individualized to you or me or me. We have to do those things and we have to name the different things. Like, I don't even know Jeremiah, your real name. The kid ain't your real name. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know, his birth certificate, but I don't even know what God said your name was before. You know what I'm saying? Like, God might have told your parents. I'm not saying that. But it's God got a purpose and then you're involved.
Mhm.
And so whether you know it or not, your plans and my plan are interlocked.
Mhm.
So I can't ask God so much what you want me to do
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
because now I've just eliminated the rest of the process.
Mhm.
Oh,
Because even Romans 8:28, they say called according to His purpose.
Called according to
They
His
don't say
purpose.
His purpose for your life.
His purpose for your life.
Right.
All right.
They say His purpose.
And so, but what the self? We read the Bible from a self-assertive, a self-preservation mentality and a perspective.
yeah.
So now we flip it. It's the tree, man. Like we flip it.
And you know what,
And we
too?
made it all about us,
We're
bro.
so
Bringing the Holy
obsessed
Ghost,
with
building
work.
up yourself. No, it's not. That's not.
Your purpose isn't to work out all of this stuff that you think the God's
No.
giving you the answer to. I feel like, too, I came to an understanding that your purpose is really to just reflect the Father.
Mhm.
Yep.
And so it's not for it's whatever you think your purpose is here, you know, it's not the pleasure, it's not work, it's not gaining more knowledge, it's not any of that. It's actually just to reflect Him. And so when you see it like that, when you wake up in the morning, you don't see it like I have to do all these tasks because God told me to do this because this is my calling. So I got to do this. No, you just got to reflect Him. And so things come from that,
Yep.
you know, but you don't wake up with like you were talking about, oh, I'm on a mission and I got to accomplish
And
this.
I struggle with that. Like, I don't know if you, I struggle with that. Like, I struggle with being on a mission. Got to go out and do all these different things. God, I died the other Sunday. I died a couple Sundays ago. I died. Like, I was sitting there, and nobody killed me. I let myself die. Like, I gave up everything. I'm not a singer. I ain't no minister. I ain't no none of that stuff. Because sometimes that stuff gets in the way of the true meekness of who you really are. So I'm not. I get so caught up trying to do this. I'm trying to do this. Nope. Hey, slow the motion. Right? Like, calm down.
It's a good plug.
Good
Plug.
plug.
I was like, we ain't gonna start saying anything.
And so, like, just slow down,
Uh-huh.
right? Because it's your. No, you're not. Shut up.
Yeah.
Right? Stop. Jesus said, no, call me that.
Mhm.
You call me good. I know I'm good for
Who
one.
told you that?
Who told you that, right? You know what I'm saying? And so now, because I can't like you said, I wake up I can't individualize this thing. And Jesus, if we see Him, bro, like, I love it because He says, when you pray like this.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the first word?
Hour.
I mean, y'all heard me say this before. I try to get all deep with the Our Father prayer and say, my Father,
Mhm.
whatever, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, will be done in
We
me.
all do that.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah.
He said it like that for a reason.
Yep.
He said, our Father who art in heaven,
Mhm.
hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done
Mhm.
in earth as it give
Us.
us this day.
Mhm.
Right? And He said, lead us not. It's like, He's saying that for a reason because it's not individualized.
Yeah.
Though it seems like the system in the world is always trying to section us off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good.
You
Good
and yours
point.
over here,
That's
you and
true.
yours over here, you and yours over
Yeah.
here. Y'all church, our church, they church, that religion, that religion, y'all that color, that men and women, and there's so many levels of division. It's so many different. Like, watch this. Right now, I can take you and me right now, right? You're a woman, I'm a man. You're short, I'm tall, right? Oh, yeah, right. You're short, I'm tall, right? You're bright, I'm brown, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like, we go, you're a writer, I'm a singer, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you are all these different things, and there's so many levels of division that you almost seem like things aren't in common.
Yeah, like you're not the same.
Right? You're not the same. But then if you simplify,
Mhm.
you got a heart and I got a heart.
Mm-hmm.
You got blood and I got blood. The things that matter.
Things
Right.
that
The things that make you a person.
I love it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
your heartbeat, my heartbeat. Like blood is flowing, my blood flowing.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the things on the inside,
Mm-hmm.
right, that we can't see. We've allowed things on the outside to separate us,
Yeah.
and we don't go to the
Inside.
which is where the kingdom of God is.
And where everything is connected.
Everything's connected. Which says this, and I'm gonna say this, and I ain't gonna say nothing else, y'all. Is that
We out.
the scriptures are the streets. The
Mhm.
scriptures. I said the scriptures, not the strippers. The strippers are not the streets.
Oh
The scriptures.
my.
This is how we
You
know.
should've
But
let
the
that
strippers
roll.
be in the
No,
streets.
they do. But this is how we know the podcast is about to end. This is how we know. God always gives us a sign.
Time is it?
Yeah, right. What time is it?
Signs
Right.
of the
This is a nice
time.
podcast. But the scriptures are the streets, right?
Mm-hmm.
So streets are important because they do connect us to different destinations.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to take a street to get here to your home. I would have to take a street to get to your home, to where you are. So they connect us. But they are only a surface example of the true connection, which is you can be sitting in Baton Rouge and you sitting here and I'm sitting over on the other side of Gonzales, and the connection of God have us connected wherever we are.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You get it?
Yeah.
Because our true connection is the one that's with God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's straight. So we gotta get off the page.
Off the page.
Off the page.